What's going on, everyone? It's been a minute since my last live video. For everyone who doesn't know, this is Christian, new personal assistant.
What's up?
Should have hired Christian a really long time ago. He's doing a great job. And we're just kind of going over just game plan for the week, and kind of this reoccurring thought has been coming across in our meeting. Kind of what brought this about is right now we are coming up with some more stories from my past that I could probably share to the Spark Sharks group to add some value there. And the story that just came up is when I was growing up, I was kind of known as the kid in the neighborhood that would go ask all my parents' friends for money. And it wasn't just, hey, give me money. It was, hey, I'm going to go flip this car, or I'm going to go buy these paper shredders, or the most classic example was, trying to part out the Range Rover in my parents' driveway. They were furious. But just realizing that there's something fundamentally, I think, a little bit different with entrepreneurs and with myself, perhaps, that again isn't a bad thing, but I also don't think it can be taught. I think you can be forced into a position where you're forced to become something that you maybe always weren't, or maybe always were meant to be, and a lot of times that's just through a traumatic event. And so I feel like, especially in the Spark Sharks group, I just talk so much about make that change now, force yourself into that situation now. Don't wait until your life is falling apart, you've taken on way too much debt that you're gonna have to claw yourself out of before you become the person that you're always meant to become. That is way too late to do it. It's make the change now, start taking action now. And I have to say, it is as simple as get control of your diet, get control of your wake up and schedule and when you go to sleep, and how much TV you're watching. If you can start taking control of those fundamental building blocks of your life, everything else becomes easier. Everything else. Spend one day eating something that looks like that. And again, that's 2 days old, and it's disgusting. But it doesn't matter. It helps you build discipline in every single other area of your life. And I know it's super general to say, well, how do you grow Spark this quickly, or how are you doing this many homes? Well, for one, it's an amazing team. It's certainly not by myself. I've got an incredible team around me. But it's also, within Spark, the culture is developing a sense of discipline and ownership that comes from doing what I just said. I find it shocking, the lack of self-discipline with most people's just wake up and sleep schedule. It's so simple, and all it takes is you saying no. If you want to get up at 4 a.m., you're not going to be going to sleep at 10. That's just not realistic. It's not going to happen. You might be able to do it for a week, but it's not sustainable. So start taking control of your habits now. Realize that, maybe you are just a little bit different, and that's okay. Maybe you do have a drive or a fire inside of yourself that if you don't pursue, you're always going to regret. That's what I felt back in 2018. If I didn't, and again, I took on more debt than I would ever encourage anyone to take. I went and bought that mobile home park for my first purchase. I'm not saying do what I did, but I am saying that if you don't fulfill this desire in your heart, it might haunt you the rest of your life. So to recap, it's okay to be a little bit different. It's okay to be in bed at 7 o'clock. It's okay to be up at 4. You got time on the weekend for family, friends, everything like that, but you have to pursue what's in your heart, or you're always going to regret it. So take control of your sleep schedule. Take control of when you go to sleep, when you wake up. Start eating out of Tupperware a little more often. You don't have to be a psychopath. Even going from 0 to once a day is a huge step in the right direction. And you'll start to see those areas, that discipline feed over into other areas of your life. And then before you know it, that attracts other high caliber people when they see you leading by example and doing exactly what you say you're doing. So be authentic. Really think before you talk. Don't share your plans with anyone. Become that person, and other people see it and will naturally gravitate toward you. So, I think that's it.
Sounds good. And don't be afraid to eat something that's bland when everyone else is having the big meal or the alcohol. Just stick to what you're doing, the incremental growth, bit by bit. It's not glamorous, but it will get you there.
Yeah. Thanks everyone. I appreciate all the support with the new Fiero. Just kidding, that's a little shot at Caleb Marty. But I really appreciate everybody, reaching out, and that it's a really cool moment. And Jake Freeman texted me afterwards, and he's like, it's a big step for some, and a big step for some, but a small step for Will. So you define what you're capable of.
That's good.
I'm ending it there. All right, thanks everybody. Reach out. Things I'm saying yes to. Also, not ending there. Things I'm saying yes to. Partnerships on apartments, industrial, storage, whatever it is. Like, I have funding. I can fund it. I can renovate it for you with the team. Like, we have one of the best renovation crews in Tulsa. We can manage it. Like, reach out. I'd love to set up another win-win partnership. Hard money lending in the Tulsa and OKC area. I've realized I can't actually legally share my rates and stuff, but reach out and be happy to share it to them. I have a link in my Instagram and I think my Facebook bio now with my link tree to see all this as well. And then if you need a bid for Spark Construction, I'd love to get you connected with Devin. He's doing an awesome job. I'm forgetting something.
What are we forgetting? Industrial?
Industrial. If you drive past an ugly building every day, I want it. And we can partner, and it's going to be fun, and everybody's going to win, and most importantly, it's going to get us all closer to our goals, and we're going to make it fun.
Absolutely.
So, thanks everybody for watching. Reach out if you have any questions. I'm always happy to help. I know I take sometimes a little bit to respond, but I do eventually get to everybody. If you're interested in joining the mastermind, reach out. It's not coaching, it's just community, and I'd love for you to be a part of it.